So I know we did this in class, but I'm just going to do it again just in case you want it. Just give me a second. Let me just stretch this out. No. Here we go. Okay. So simplify when you can. First of all, let's see. There's suns to moons. 1, 2, 3 suns. How many moons? 1, 2, 3, 4. 3 to 4. That's easy. And 3 over 4. Suns to stars. Suns. 1, 2, 3 suns. How many stars? 1, 2, 3. No, stars. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 to 8. 3 to 8. And 3 over 8. So, you know what? I'm going to write 3 suns over here. Moons. 4 moons. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 stars. And total 15. That's going to help me. Suns to total. So there's 3 suns. 3 to 15. 3 to 15. 3 over 15. Now, remember, we can simplify this. So divide by 3. Divide by 3. And we get 1 over 5. So another way to say is 1 to 5. 1 to 5. Okay, so there's 2 answers. One that's simplified and the other one's not simplified. Moons. Moons to suns. 4 to 3. 4 to 3. 4 over 3. Moons to total. There are 4 moons. Total is 15. 4 to 15 and 4 over 15. You can't simplify that. Moons to stars. Moons is 4. Stars is 8. 4 to 8. 4 over 8. Now this one I can simplify, right? So we can divide this by 4. Divide this by 4. And I'm going to get 1 over 2. Or 1 to 2. 1 to 2. So again, dos respuestas. Stars to moons, it's backwards. 8 to 4. 8 to 4. And 8 over 4. Can we divide this again? Yes, by 4. By 4. And we get 2 to 1. So we can write it as 2 to 1. 2 to 1. 1 second, guys. Hello. Yes, hi, speaking. Yes. Yes, I'll be there. Thank you so much. Bye. Stars to suns. Stars is 8. Suns is 3. 8 to 3. 8 to 3. And 8 to 3. Can we simplify this? No. Clouds to suns. There's 0 clouds. And 3 suns. And the last one. Stars to totals. There's 8 stars. 15 total. 8 to 15. And 8 over 15. So that's just your basic ratio relationship, okay? Let's move on to the bottom ones. Oh, this one I might need a table. Okay, so in a second. Okay, so, oh no. So do it this way. So I much better off if you set up a table here. The ratio of boys to girls. So boys and girls, and I'm going to write total. Right, so there's a ratio of 7 boys, 11 girls. So when there's 7 boys, there's 11 girls for a total of 18. What are they saying here? If there are 49 boys, so the number of boys went up to 49. How many girls, how many total, right? So again, what's our multiply here? Well, 7 times 7. So here's going to be times 7 times 7. 11 times 7 is 77. 18 times 7 is 126. So you can add 49 plus 77, you get 126, or 18 times 7, 126. So what's the question? How many boys and girls are all together? And here's our answer. 126. Okay. All right, so let's move on to the question 2. Oh, come on, where's the, no, I'm just gonna use the eraser. All right, so next question. The ratio of marbles to stones is 6/7. Ugh, wait a second, you know what? Sorry. Oh, come on. Move this knife. So, all right. Maybe make it smaller. All right, here we go. Much better. Sorry about that. That's a complete waste of time. Marbles to stones. So we're talking about marbles and stones. So it tells us that in this right now, we have 6 marbles and 7 stones, which means I have 13 total. But what happens when I change the number of marbles? Instead of 6 marbles, I have 42 marbles. How many stones will I have, and what will be my new total? So find the factor here. 6 times what's 42 is times 7. So we're going to multiply everything times 7. 49. And this is going to be 91. 13 times 7 is 91, or 42 plus 49 is 91. Doesn't really matter. So here's our complete table. Now we can answer the question. So when there's 42 marbles, how many stones there are there? Here's my answer. When there's 42 marbles, I'm going to have 49 stones. Okay? Now we're doing coins and notes. So again, so assume or pretend that every time you get 3 coins, somebody's going to give you some bills with it too. So you get 3 coins, you get 8 bills. And how many items do you have? You have 11 items. But what happens when you have 24 coins? How many notes will you have? What's going to be your new total? That's what the question is asking. Okay, so 3 times what is 24? That's not that difficult. It's times 8. So everything's going to be times 8. Times 8. Everything increases by a factor of 8. 8 times 8 is 64. 11 times 8 is 88. So when you have 24 coins, you're going to have 64 notes. And what's my total? Well, 4 plus 4 is 8. 6 plus 2 is 8, so it's 88. What's the question? How many notes will I have? I'm going to have 64 notes. What is this? Black bags, black and blue. Okay, so when I have 5 black bags, I have 3 blue bags for a total of how many bags? 8 bags. Now what happens when I have 10 black bags, when I increase from 5 to 10? Well, basically I double the number of bags, right? So it's times 2. So I need to double the number of blue bags and then double the total. 3 times 2 is 6. 8 times 2 is 16. And that matches because 10 plus 6 is 16. So how many blue bags are there? Well, when there's 10, I have 6 right here. This is my answer. 6 blue bags. Trucks to cars. So what happens when I have this many trucks? 7 trucks. I have 8 cars for a total of 15. So it pretends a parking lot. So in the parking lot, if there's 7 trucks, that means there's 8 cars. Okay. So let's increase the number of trucks to 21. How did the 7 trucks become 21? We tripled the number of trucks. So if we triple the number of trucks, we got to triple the number of cars. And that's going to give us 24. I multiply this by 3, and our total is also going to be tripled. So it's going to be 45. Now notice that 15 times 3 is 45, and 21 plus 24 is 45. So when there's 21 trucks, how many cars do I have? 24 cars. Red and green ribbons. Total. Four red, 6 for a total of 10. Okay, so I have 4 red, 6 green, and a total of 10 ribbons. What happens when I have 32 red ribbons? So 32. So I not doubled, I multiply 8 times. There's 8 times more the number, the original number. So from 4, I multiplied that times 8, and then I got 32. So if I multiply the number of red bags by 8, I have to multiply the number of green bags by 8, and I will get 48. And I got to multiply my total by 8, and I will get 80. Okay, so whatever I do to the red one, I also have to do to the green and to the total. I have to multiply by the same factor. What's the question here? How many green ribbons are there? So when there's 32, how many red will I have? 48. The volume of water in 2 containers is the ratio. So there's a container, right? Vaso, un vaso. Container A, container B. Hay dos vasos. Y tienen agua, and there's something in there, water. Oh yeah. So in vaso A, in container A, there's 6 what? 6 something gallons, 6 something. In container B, hay 7. So what's the total? Hay 13 something, pints, gallons, quarts. It doesn't say, so it doesn't matter. 13 units. Okay, so that's the ratio, 6 to 7. The first container cambió para 36, so we increased the volume, aumentamos el volumen to 36. How did that happen? What was the factor here? The 6, how did it become 36 times 6? Which means I multiply this also by 6, and this también por 6. 7 times 6 is 42. 13 times 6 is 8, 48. No. Something wrong here. Yeah, my multiplication is wrong. 78. Perdón. So, cuando hay 36 en el container A, ¿cuánto hay en container B? 42. And what's the total? 78. What's the question? So, if there's 36 in container A, ¿cuánto va a tener en container B? 42. Okay? Well, that's it.